Alright guys, so Video Man is going on the side of the cabinet now. I wanted to show you the process of doing it from the beginning. Unfortunately, it was a little difficult to try to hold a camera with two of us and get it on solo, so it required three of us to actually hold this in place. We notched the corners here and we put tape around here to hold it. So now that I've got this graphic started, the graphic is not actually physically on the cabinet yet. There's still places where it needs to be squeegeed. So this is the beauty of this material. You can just go right up and it pushes all the air right out of it. So and we're going to go right out to the edges. And our whole top part of the graphic is on. There's Video Man. Alright, so we did have a piece of tape here holding this, and you can see right here we notched it out and wrapped the tape around to hold it in place, but it didn't quite work out the way we wanted to, so we ended up holding it in place and slapping it up first. But now that the top half is down, we remove all our tape. And now we are going to remove our backing film. Of course, it's a lot easier if two people are doing this. But we have Captain Steve Thomas manning the helm on the recorder. This is the lovely part. Now you can just start right here. Bang, all done. Again, this material that I have is air release. No bubbles, no problems. Nice smooth application. No need for a pre-mask. It's just golden. There we go. And Video Man is fully armed and operational. Now the all-important part. The part that a few of you guys contact me about and being like, oh man, I cut the edges wrong, blah, blah, blah. Make sure you get your edges on there real good. Get your X-Acto knife. Super sharp. This thing shouldn't move on your thumbnail. That's sharp. And we're going to go and follow our line and cut that graphic. What I like to do is at least cut it away. Gives you an idea of where you're at, and then you can push your finger along here to get a really nice, neat edge, especially when you're working with black, because it's rough. It's hard to see. Now we're going to have a curve right here. Probably hard to see that in the light. Alright. You got to figure, if you're going with your blade, keep the same angle and go around when you cut it. Get a nice smooth cut. And don't go too far. There we go. Run that light along. And I'm going to cut that right off there. And that's how you get a nice clean edge. That ain't going anywhere. Alright, so next section. course, a lot of this gets cut with your T-molding. Obviously, you don't see a lot of it, but you want to get it as close to that edge as possible. Now, you guys probably can't see this, but I can see it in the light. Right here, right running across here, there's an area that I didn't get. See it starting to bubble? Watch this. Bang. All out. So again, this stuff is foolproof. We'll clean that up in a minute. Of course, having sharp, clean edges on your build is important. Here I got a little over. And this is where having a nice sharp blade is important. And there's still some over here. Gonna flatten that blade right out with the wood. And again, it's okay if some of this gets cut away, obviously, because the T-molding is gonna cover it, so that's not a big deal, so you don't have to worry about it, just as long as you don't cut too far into the wood. Do the bottom now. And again, I got some here that's not quite down. I'm actually going to start right here. And then I'm going to start in the middle, down here. Perfect. Steve-O! Get over here. Gotta clean that up a little bit. Got a little lip right there. This is the tricky part. If you cut too close and you got like a sliver, I'm basically cutting off a 1/16 of an inch. It gets really, really tricky. And you know what? I might leave that alone because the T-molding is going to cover a lot of that. There we go. And T-mold will cover that. Then we just got to do this side and be all set. It's going to get tucked up underneath. And there you go. So that's one side down. At least the top anyway. Looks good.
And